Aston Villa 1, Leicester City 4. Let's see what the fans have to say.
I want to start by giving credit to Leicester because they're second in the league for a reason. They've lost once away from home for a reason. They're a damn good team, and we've seen that out here today. Now, the fact they outplayed us, I can kind of accept that because they're second in the league, they're a good side. What I'm struggling to accept is the fact that after 20 minutes when they scored their first goal, we just surrendered. That's what it looked like to me. We surrendered, and that I can't accept. All season long, I've been coming on here saying we've lost, but we've given our best, we played well. Today, I can't say that, and that's what hurts me more as a fan than anything else.
Poor today, very, very poor. We didn't start right at all. I mean, you could see with the attitude. I mean, fair credit to Leicester, they did come out with a plan and they utilised it well, but we've got to be doing better than that at home. Just totally underestimated Leicester completely, and they just took us apart. It was like high school v primary school today, to be honest with you, mate.
Absolutely dreadful. I'm just confused to why we dropped Trezeguet. When Trezeguet came on, he looked so good. It's like we came on and we just started giving them chances, but we're taking him off. And we've got El Ghazi on the wing, but El Ghazi's not providing enough, I don't think.
If you could sum up today's game in 3 words, what 3 words did you use?
Leicester were better. I think it's as simple as that, really. I mean, the first 15 minutes, it was a nice, open, flowing game of football. And as soon as Mings should have gone off when he picked up the injury, I think that was a key error for the first, because the ball goes over the top of him. He can't chase after it, although, as Twitter will probably say, it's all Wesley's fault. And then just Leicester opened up from there, and second half, we were lucky to go in 2-1 behind. You stick or twist, and we did neither, and we just couldn't deal with Leicester's pace. They were the best team that have been here this season. I'd say better than what I saw with Liverpool. Clearly going to pick up second place, and you never know. Just not often I come out of a ground after a 4-1 hammering reasonably philosophical about it.
Disappointed display today, but what are your immediate thoughts after the game?
That we'll still get at least 17th.
17th?
I'm thinking 15th, to be honest. That's my prediction. I think the highest we've been this season is 12th. The lowest is 18th. I'm going halfway.
We've got some.
I think 15th.
Very, very poor. Very poor. I feel the same. It's Leicester are always going to come and probably be on the front foot, score some goals. But I'm speechless after that as well. I thought we started the game okay. I thought we looked quite well, and we should have gone 1-0 ahead. El Ghazi, I don't know how he's hit the crossbar with that opportunity, but the first half they took their chances, we didn't. That was the difference. And going into half time at 2-1, you were kind of optimistic going into the second half, thinking, something might happen here, but as soon as that third goal went in, I think they kind of gave up in the end.
We give Vardy way too much space and way too much time to move within the box, and if you do that against Vardy, I'm afraid you're just going to get punished all day, because he's got pace for days, hasn't he?
We should have won it. Only if Trezeguet won that 3-yard shot, we would have won it. And Wesley played good, but we need a new striker in January. To be honest, I've got no complaints with today's performance. To be honest, Leicester outplayed us, and we just couldn't counter back. Grealish lifted the mood, but we just couldn't lift it anymore, and Leicester took advantage. But I think we'll do well. I think we'll beat Sheffield and Norwich.
Yeah, you can see why they are second in the table, and what's that? 8 games they've won in a row. You can see, I don't think they're going to be challenging Liverpool. I think Liverpool near enough got the title, but that's a very, very strong Leicester side. And I think if you're looking at their team against ours, we have a strong team, don't get me wrong, but Leicester were always going to come here and be a massive risk, at scoring a number of goals.
I'm only got assisted at Chelsea. Tadino's gave him the start. Trezeguet got the goal. It's just like, right, good ball in by Elmo, he can cross it. What else can he do? He's not defending. He's doing it, he's crossing it, he's just hating it and hoping someone gets there. He doesn't know what he's doing up top or in defence.
Elmo did all right first half. He did control the game reasonably well, considering the position he was in. The second half, and no one came out of the dressing room second half. And then we just sort of everybody chased shadows. There wasn't particularly many players that did well the second half. Louise, I thought had a poor game. I thought Nakamba was unlucky to go off when he did. Just a bit of a mishmash of selection and sort of changes through the game, really. But ultimately, let's not kid ourselves. It's a game we dust off and, as Bruce would say, roll our sleeves up and move on to the next one.
I mean, Wesley, I've backed him all season. I've tried to stick with him, but today, I have to admit, he was poor. I mean that's probably the nicest word I can use to describe him. He was dreadful today. I really want him to do well, and I really hope he does bounce back and learn from this, but he was hopeless today.
We need Codger to get on. We just have to give Codger a chance.
How much longer does Dean Smith need to see that Wesley is awful and cannot score? He couldn't score against an under-9s team.
Grealish was just trying to move around him, but then he had like 3 of them on him, so he couldn't do nothing.
It teams perform.
I think a lesson to be learnt from that today is counter-attacking. I think like Leicester done it, didn't they? What we did, rather than having it in our half. At times that we had the keeper, we could have just put the ball out quickly. But Grealish, we seemed to sit in rather than dominate and get a bit of on the offence, go wide with the ball and stuff. But it just didn't come together today, did it? I think it was a bit of a poor performance.
I mean, I've never seen Jack give the ball away so much today. I think it's probably, although he scored a good goal, I think it's probably his worst performance. I've never seen Jack give the ball away this season. I mean, I've never seen Jack give the ball away more than once or twice in a game. Today, I'd say that, slating Jack, obviously, I think he's given the ball away half a dozen times, which is unlike him. And I think the players were overthinking it. I think they were trying too hard. And I think that's why it wasn't as fluid attacking as it has been in some better games. I think they were overthinking it.
Wesley, you've been under scrutiny the last few weeks. If you had to bring any striker in, a realistic transfer, who would you bring in regarding the striking option?
Funny enough, we had this conversation before the game. I would say Benteke. I think, what he did for the club was immense, and he never meant to go to Liverpool. It was a wasteful transfer, and obviously, I think with Wesley, he's not playing as he did at the start of the season. But if Benteke came in, I'd be delighted.
Kids say easier games coming up, but how do you think we'll get on?
I think we'll win a few of them. We must do, especially at home. Your home games, you must be targeting to win. Especially like you say, with the team we've got coming, a lot easier run, not a threat to us in terms of the table. So hopefully we'll crack on. Yeah.
I said 17th at the start of the season. For me, the goal this season was to stay up and then rebuild from there once we've established ourselves back in this league. I've not changed my mind on that this season. The 3 games we've just played, I'd have been happy if I'd have got something from them. We've got a point. A lot of fans won't be happy with that, but our key run now is going to be from Sheffield United through to Watford. The next 5 games are massive, and I think if we can pick up at the availables, 3-4 wins, particularly beating Norwich and Southampton, then we'll be staying up, because I think Watford are gone.
I think we might finish about 12th.
Quite optimistic. Thank you very much.
Up to Villa. It'd be good if we were drew, but we're going to try and get the win.
With the run of fixtures we've got now coming up, I think we should have enough to stay up personally. I mean, they are going to get easier, as you can see by the table itself, so they will get easier given time. It just needs time to gel, I think.
3 games coming up over that Christmas period are vitally important for us. I would expect us hopefully to get 2 wins out of 3, whether it comes against Watford, Southampton, or whoever. I think we need to get at least 6 points out of those 3 games.
Dan, a disappointing display today, but what are your immediate thoughts after today's game?
Obviously, when you've just been humped 4-1, it's not great, but I actually thought in the first half we didn't do that much wrong. I thought we were in the game. I thought it was a competitive game. Both teams made chances, but we're letting in too many goals from crosses and set pieces. Every cross that comes into the box looks like it's going to be a goal. I think in general we're not defending that badly. It's just crosses and set pieces that are causing us the problem. Second half, you've done well to score right in half time, get yourself back in the game, but then we just shoot ourselves in the foot, letting a goal straight after half time like we did on Wednesday. And from then I felt like we gave up a little bit. It was a very lethargic. I thought Wesley was okay in the first half. I made the mistake of tweeting at half time, and I don't even want to go on my Twitter now because I defended him a bit in the first half, because I thought he was putting himself about there. I thought he was occupying the Leicester defenders, and I know it was him that gave the ball away for the first goal. I think it came from trying to do the right thing, trying to play forward, trying to progress, and then a lot of things have happened since then when the ball ends up in the net with Vardy. But Second half's disappointing, and you worry about confidence now, because I might be wrong, but I think that's the first time we've took a real good beating under Smith. There's been performances in the Championship that weren't good, but discounting that second half and the whole of the Wolves game where I thought we were atrocious, I've been at every home game, I've been at 4 or 5 aways, and I've watched every 90 minutes of every game. There's not many games where I've been there and I've thought, this team's just way better than us. And in the second half you did get the feeling with Leicester, but I just didn't think we were there. I didn't think we made the game competitive. So I needed probably a night to evaluate my thoughts fully, really, because I've got a lot of things swirling around my mind. But I still maintain it. Come back to me after the next 4 or 5 games, because they're the ones that are massive, but I still think we'll get better as the season goes on. And I think come the end of the season, I don't think we'll be in major trouble. I think there'll be iffy moments, but I don't think we'll be in a massive dogfight come the end.
If you enjoyed that video, why not watch another? Click the video choices on screen now to go and watch them in full. Be sure to subscribe to the channel by clicking our logo there on the left. Easy peasy.